Sunday is still regarded by many as a sort of a special day. This comes back to, I suppose, the sort of the Christian roots, if you like, of this country, and largely we are still regarded as a sort of Christian country. So it was the day of rest, and indeed I'm just about old enough to remember when shops did not open. You went into sort of to your local sort of high street, and everything was shut. And indeed, you go to some parts of Europe where that indeed sort of happens. In the sort of the early 1990s, as part of sort of the then Conservative government, although Thatcher had gone at that time, this is under Major, there was a sort of change this to sort of to create longer sort of hours on a Sunday, and supermarkets could open. So of course they tend to open at 10 o'clock, close at 4 o'clock. So things, everything's done and dusted, if you like, by 10 o'clock. Corner shops are sort of slightly different, but nonetheless, as I say, it's difficult because, of course, that's the law as they sort of see it, so they comply with it. My concern about this one is that there's only a limited amount of stuff, which is what we buy, food, clothes, whatever else, and people buy what they need in the hours available. If you then extend it by a few hours, because that's what we're talking about, are people going to go out and buy more stuff? I don't think so. I don't think this is the sort of the answer to sort of the problems that sort of high street retailers are having. What they would like is a sort of reduction in costs, which of course is business rates, or indeed, of course, the sort of the national insurance on sort of the people that they employ, and of course minimum wage has gone up, all of which adds in, if you like, to sort of the fixed costs they've sort of got to cover before they get even to sort of get to the break-even point beyond which there is profit.
The question now is whether economic pressures outweigh the social reasons for keeping Sundays limited. Ministers have yet to confirm any timetable, but the consultation is likely to test both public appetite and political nerve. According to the British Retail Consortium, overall shop prices in August were still nearly 6% higher than 2 years ago, despite inflation easing, leaving retailers seeking fresh ways to drive sales.
But the difficulty is that this feels like tinkering, and I suspect that it's not going to sort of to make an awful lot of difference. And indeed, do we get to a sort of a state where we have sort of 24-hour trading? So you can go to shops, which, let's face it, some of the supermarkets do. This is a drop in the ocean compared to sort of the problems that sort of retailers have at the moment.